Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. I went back and killed Lori, Healer's daughter. We went over that story in the last episode. I went back, killed her. Simple enough. It doesn't end any better. At all. So, I left it as it was. And now we're here at the Bear Maw Shrine. I'm pretty sure, well, I would normally be pretty sure if there were these little exclamation marks. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that the guy from the other quest, Selkind, or Salkind, whatever the frick his name is pronounced as, is either here or in Forgotten Secrets. Nope, I'm pretty sure he's not here. At the very least, he might be here at the Bear Maw Shrine, though I have serious doubts about that. I've been everywhere else, and the guy isn't here. There's nothing pointing to him or anything else of interest. No exclamation marks, nothing. I've been all over the map multiple times. So, yeah. If he's not here, he's not here. Oh well for him, I guess. Let's just get this out of the way.
Smile. The world's not ending just yet.
Oh, right. Speaking of which, I returned to the Citadel and got put into an event with Darren, who wanted to toast what's the guy's name? I don't remember. But he wanted to toast the guy that we killed, who helped get rid of the other. Well, came up with the plan to get rid of the other.
Together?
And so we did. I mean, why not, right? After that, I got a pair of gloves from him that grants I was eating crackers and now I've got the burps. Anyway, he gave me a pair of gloves that give, what was it? 30 spell resistance. That's pretty good. So I gave it to Queen Galfrey. Since that's the only that's the only one in the party who doesn't have anything in the glove slot. That, well, literally had nothing there. And no one else has anything I can bear to replace with those gloves, so here we are. Anyway, I don't know what we're going to find here. You and this, because why not? There's an athletics check for something. No. Hopefully this does result in us finding Sail. It has to be Sail, right? It could be Selkind. I don't care enough though. Oh, right. We took off the armor from... We took the the what the frick was that thing? The armor that Mr. Ed had on. Barding, that's what it's called. It took a while to come up. Remember that name. Or word, I should say. Anyway, I took the barding off of Mr. Ed, and he now has an armor class of 60. Because his dexterity is so obscenely high. That's pretty good. Sela last. And then maybe we'll summon Treants just to round out our defenses. The only ones I need to cast this on are Sela and Lan, because Regil is wearing a belt that guarantees that if he rolls a 20, he gets a crit. He doesn't need to re-roll for it. That's pretty good. Now, here come the trees.
Yes?
And that's a lot of... I was going to say tree, but the word I was looking for that I actually wanted to use was wood. That's a lot of wood. Which is the right direction, because I don't want to go that way. Mr. Ed is buck naked wearing bracers and has the highest armor in the party. That's pretty silly. Whoa. What am I looking at here? Zombies, huh? Zombie. Is he in a good position for this?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Maybe this will work? Nope. Game is fundamentally trash. Well, it's coded like trash. They've got decent armor class. Well, it was decent with the two with the shields, but past that, that's one less. I hate when that happens. That's one less archer. See, poor Regil getting pegged. No reason to move anyone else up. I could go with Ember. What? Oh, he attacked Regil. I thought he attacked the... I don't know why I thought he was attacking his fellow zombie. Weird. Zombie. Good enough. Wrong spell. Everyone gets a hammer. Nah. Land. Oh. Wait, what? In the turn order, it said Land was going to be the first to move in the second round. Screw me, I guess.
Retreat is not an option.
He crit. Going a little overboard with that, but I appreciate the effort. Dust falls from rotting ruins.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
That's a lot of gold in there. Perception check. Zombies. How far can he reach? What the frick? It's not coming from him, it's coming from... Weird. Crits are great. Let's move him here. I'm pretty sure this aura is coming from this guy. He seems to be equidistant from all sides of the ring, or the very edge of it, so let's see what happens.
Kneel before me.
Hurry up. Just thwacking him with a hammer like it's nobody's business. Oh, he got hit by Regil, who's wearing a cloak. It's not a cloak. A cloak is more encompassing than what this is. It's actually a cape. The cape he's wearing grants him the ability to, if he makes an attack of opportunity against the target, they roll a saving throw, and if they fail, they're knocked prone. What the frick was that? What are you doing? Ah, well. They can't be frightened, which is fine, I guess. Now that I think about it, I would have been able to cast something else with Morrow. The zombie rangers aren't doing their jobs. So I'm just going to kill everyone.
Won't survive me.
Why was that so hard for you? The first two killed it, the third one was to BM it. Good job, Ember. I don't have anything that immediately dismisses. Oops. I got the urge to have a nice stretch. I don't have anything that inflicts or dismisses the undead. Mostly because they all suck since they have to roll against it. And all of the difficulty checks for those were absolute trash. Okay. And now, Retro, please. He's not shaken or staggered, so... blame the poor game design. Or, nope, not game design. Coding is the issue here. God. Broke both their backs. And Sela, please. Oh, Mr. Ed is dazed. Which means he needs the good touch. What? Character abilities. Mercy staggered, sickened, nauseated. But not dazed. Yeah, I even have... but not stunned. Great. Just frickin' great. How in the world did that... the range be... what? That's silly. You're silly. I'm actually going to go with the second one. Is it because this has reach on it? No, it's only bolstered. Fascinating. Lan will be able to take care of that guy, so I guess I'll let Ivu finally do something. Ivu, please. Are you serious? Why did I lose Ivu's turn? She's not stunned. I think she can be stunned. Thanks for looking at the tree, it's sucker. Nothing says hi-ya like a string of numbers. And then we'll just... why is number one acting like that? Oh, because I can't cast it. Wonderful. Oh, thank goodness he landed that goddamn shot. Oh my God, please just let me click on things. Not worth it.
Let us not hesitate.
Which way did we go? Yeah, we're going up this way.
Godspeed.
Oh, looks like trouble. Dead warrior. Maiden. Do we strike first or try to have a conversation? It's ringed in red, so probably just going to do violence to it. Let's put Lan over here, away from others, so he gets a bonus on his attacks. Okay. Lost his whole turn. That's great. Probably because she walked out of range, but that still sucks. I would like to put a tidy into this. It's only got an touch armor class of 12. So we'll put it down with this. Blur. Jeez. It did 180 damage, not counting all of the other numbers. It's pretty good. Oh, hey. One more. Stop, stranger. Stay your hand. I remember everything. Don't kill me, for I am already dead. Know that my name is Aniri of the Neverrun. Well, that explains why you didn't when you were outnumbered and overpowered. The dead heir to a dead clan of a dead nation. I perished on the day of my wedding, stranger. I have nothing left. The only thing now holding my bones in this accursed land is my hunger for vengeance. I know that my beloved Selden, who I was unable to be joined with in life, is here somewhere. He suffers as I do. If I could find him, if I could see him again, even just once. I like how the first question is, why did you attack me? Yeah, why did you attack me? Woman who attacked me first and definitely wasn't initiated upon by Lan. Forgive me, stranger. I mean you no harm. My clanmates and I, we are close to losing our sanity entirely. How much time has passed since the day of our deaths? 10 years? 100? 1,000? We've been wandering here for an eternity already, dreaming of vengeance, unable to find peace. Praise be to the ancestors that my reason has returned to me at last. So, who is it you seek vengeance against? The enemy, the murderer, the invader. The dead warrior's rasp turns into a furious cry. The demon that killed us and profaned our temple, he is still there, on the mountain in our desecrated shrine. If only I was stronger, I'd cleave his blaspheming head from his shoulders. I cannot deal with him on my own. I sense power in you, but even you will struggle to defeat him. I beg you, find my Selden. He is here like me. He cannot find peace. Call him to your aid. Together we can overpower the monster. I'm pretty sure I could do it on my own. But maybe I'll get something if I help them the way they want, so... Okay. Thank you, stranger. To see the plan of my beloved, the fearless tamers light the lantern in front of the temple. But do not set foot within the temple, do you understand? The monster is too powerful. It will kill you, and you will join us in our hopeless hungering for vengeance. Here, take it. The dead warrior holds out a ring. I fear my sweet Selden has lost his mind, just as I have. My ring will make him remember who he is. Together we will have our revenge. I am placing my hope in you. I have hope for the first time in many, many years. I mean, I've done a lot of weird stuff as it is, so sure, let's help the undead warrior.
I can do this.
Can someone do this stuff? What have I done? Oh, I hate everything about this. Can we turn this off? No. Of course we can't. That might accidentally make sense. Okay. Well, this is where we are now. Wait. We're making lore checks against something. Oh, so we had to go back? Okay. Neither of these are going to be him. He's probably going to be named in some way to differentiate him from the rest of this tomfoolery. Ghostly Ranger. Okay, okay. Today, please. Thank you. Not too much health, so I don't need to use the bolster version. Crunchy. Regil can deal with that one, I suppose.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
You know what I find curious? I'm able to hit these ghosts with... whatever. No, actually, I have to do this, don't I? I can hit these ghosts with these weapons because I use greater magic weapon as one of my starting buffs. So why was I unable to hit any enemies when I mean, why was I unable to use my weapons on the other? It doesn't make any sense. Immune to crits, precisions, damage, I get all of that. That makes sense. It doesn't make sense that I couldn't do weapon damage to it, even though everyone that was using weapons had magic weapon, greater magic weapon applied to them. I mean, maybe it's just my confusion. Maybe it's just me being confused, but probably should have gone with this one. I even checked the list of things of his immunities. It didn't make sense that I couldn't hit him with a weapon. It said that he was specifically vulnerable to weapons so long as they were magical. I get a little consistency in this gameplay, is all I'm asking. Oh dear. Great, that's what I needed. And she has nothing to dispel the fear from him. Super. Whatever. One, two, three, crunch. He's basically a Tootsie Roll Pop, or Tootsie Pop? Pretty sure they're called Tootsie Pops. A little disappointed about that. Oh, great. It's not annoying. And remove fear. That'll do. Sorry, that's not going to work a second time. That's a lot of movement range.
No glory without risk.
Finally. Dealing with those things is tedious. Junk. Good stuff.
Close ranks.
Close ranks. I'm confused. The battle maiden, whatever her name was, I'm pretty sure I got it right. She headed this way. And I'm sure who I'm looking for is probably in here somewhere. Oh, yeah, we can cleanse this bunch pretty easily, can't we? Good. I didn't want to be using that just yet. Wonderful. So what you're saying is we can put an end to this right here. Nice and clean, huh? Okay. Oh great, there's another one around here somewhere. Surprise, so frickin' prize. Ghostly. What have you done? Oh great, he's blind. That's wonderful. And he appears to be suffering severe strength damage. Spectacular. I think it's best if I leave that up to him to deal with. I think this might be the better choice. Should allow her to get through here without an issue. And then put some... Yeah, we'll go with the bolstered one. Excuse me? I'm both offended and upset. So how are you doing? You're apparently fine.
Endure this.
So the only one who actually suffered was Darren. I think I can fix that. Nope, can't fix the blindness. At least not like that.
Skip the pleasantries.
Need to turn that off really quickly.
Access, yes.
So he needs this. And it's gone. Right, he's got to get back on his horse, and then right. In the shimmering reflections of the ghostly light on the water, you see anguished faces. I think you're hallucinating. I don't see anything. You seem very, very, very alone, good sir. He's got 402 HP. Better make this good. Twice. I should probably be worried about him killing someone. But from what I see, he couldn't even trigger Ivu's barding effect. That's disappointing. Here, let me show you what archery actually looks like when you're built. Stop! I can't believe it. Where did you get this ring? The spectral warrior freezes, gazing at the ring his bride gave you. I was sent here by Aneri, your bride. The time has come to avenge yourself. Aneri? It can't be. She died right in front of me. So you did, my love. And you are still here. The dead warrior holds out her decaying hand. We were prevented from being joined in life, but now no one can keep us apart. My beloved, I sensed that you were near. I thought I heard your voice, but I could not see you. It's been so long. My reason has almost slipped away entirely. Thank this noble stranger for helping to reunite us. And now we must go. Our killer is still inside the desecrated shrine. It is time to reclaim our revenge. Or just get in the way, one or the other, right? Okay, let's go ahead and do the heavy lifting. Classic me, doing all the work. Hurry up, Rachel. Pee-wee's Playhouse. Whoa, hold on. Just a second. Give me that loot. The smell of stale air drifts out of the secret room. It's unlikely that anyone has set foot in here in the last 100 years. Oh, that's convenient, isn't it? Nope.
Are we in trouble yet?
Almost were. The best part is,
The mongrel did it.
they trapped this loot and it's not even worth taking. I mean, I'm going to take it, but it's actually a waste of space and the time invested in disarming the trap and even looking at it. Oh, gee, you're big, Sin Guzzler. Well, since I know you're over there. Wow, he guzzled a lot back in his day, didn't he? See some of his leavings right here. Knowledge of the world check succeeded. The stone-based relief depicts the heroic feats of the Neverrun clan's legendary ancestors in the arabesque language of visual metaphors. Okay. Hey, buddy. Murderer. Monster. You killed us, but we have returned. We will have our vengeance for ourselves. I can't read the rest of it. I destroyed you once, pathetic mortals, and I'll destroy you again. Grrr. No one useful comes up anytime soon. Oh, lethal stance, that's what that was. Does he have 40? Yeah, it's way too high for that. This won't serve any purpose either. Alright. Let's move him over here. Dang, I was hoping it would bug out so I can move him over again. I wanted him to be 10 feet away from anyone else so he'd get the damage bonus, but what can you do?
Make every strike count.
Also, this thing's armor class is 53. That probably should be taken into account. Classic archer, being useful. I really should go for the dispel, but I also want to summon a little bit. So that's what I think I'll do. No bogeymen, because no. Instead, let's summon a Thanatomon. Oh, it's one of those. I'd have rather had the dispel then. Regardless, I'm summoning this guy because he gets a bonus from Darren's gloves. Shame I wasted the turn on that, though. So what should I have Morrow do? Well, either way, Ivu wants to be right next to him. What's his spell resistance? 41. I better raise this. And I don't know. I actually wasn't expecting him to be quite this tanky. So that's a little bit on me. Right, I really should equip this. Or activate this. I don't think I should be taking this guy lightly. So, to be on the safe side, Crap, I've been using that the whole freaking time. That sucks. Right, those. I guess it's going to be up to her to get rid of them. Hey, look! You're not so ugly after all. Oh, nope, I made that up. So we'll go with this one first so she can at least be useful. Lan, if you would be so kind as to do anything.
You've crossed the wrong mark.
Oh my goodness. But why? I'm just putting him over here. So we can do that. And I don't know. I guess we'll go with the Dispel. If I can find it. Divine Power is gone. I think I'll continue to wait. And another one. And another one. How much health does he have left? Half? Not bad. You could almost be called formidable. Almost. And with that, he dies, right? $44, 10, 8, 44, 15. I'm confused. Oh, the first one failed to get through. Otherwise, he'd be dead right now. No, he wouldn't. But he'll be dead right now. Oh, a crit finally. Wait, does he even have the other one on him? Great. Of course he doesn't. Regil, if you don't mind. It's really annoying that he got to just reset the fight once he went down to half health. Or like a quarter, whatever it was. And not only restarted the fight at full health, but completely removed the Smite Evil and Smite Chaos that were on him to start with. It doesn't matter now, though. But at the time, it was annoying. The demon is dead. We are avenged. Thank you, stranger. We're free. We're free. Oh, thank you. Now we... Wow, I can't. Yeah. So, what do they have? Wow. Looks pretty neat. I mean, the guy dropped nothing of value, but... Gnawed, dried out bones are mixed in with the rubbish. Oh.
Together we stand.
Oh, shut up. My God, just move. Everyone move. Now, see, the Amulet of Mighty Fist +5. That goes straight to her. Yes, please. Headband of mental perfection increases wisdom, intelligence, and charisma. Well, that does not sound half bad. I have no idea who to give that to. To me, it's a toss-up between Morrow and Ember. I want Morrow to have intelligence or wisdom. No, I'm pretty sure it's wisdom we need to increase the number of spell slots we have with the Azada spells. But I mean, I guess no, this is charisma, right? Yeah. But I do like, well, I wish it actually showed up on his character model, but I do like the look of the icon. I guess it's got a very nice PNG. You know, I don't understand why your character can't still gain more levels past 20, even if you don't go with Legend or the Legend Mythic class. Seems like a wasted opportunity to me. Make it so that every Mythic class gets extra levels to do with whatever they please, and then some of them, like the Legend, get more additional levels past the cap. But no, I must be a madman for thinking of giving the player something more. So this is Giant Strength 6, Great Bear Breastplate. This +5 breastplate grants its wearer cold resistance 30, medium fortification, and spell resistance 19. This might be able to replace Regel's current armor. We need to right-click it so I can see what... This suit of armor or shield produces a magical force that protects vital areas of the wearer more effectively. When an enemy confirms a critical hit or lands a sneak attack against the wearer, there is a chance that the critical hit or sneak attack is negated, and the damage is instead rolled normally. The chance is 25% for light, 50% for moderate, and 70% for heavy fortification. You know what? Regel not getting crit sounds pretty good to me. But that's pretty bad. Not as good. Also, he's already getting spell resistance. What is this? Sarkorian Bride's Ring. Okay. Here we have Clawfall, a two-handed +5 undead Bane Earthbreaker with a ×4 critical multiplier instead of ×3. Its wielder can cast the Horrid Wilting spell 3 times per day as a 15th level wizard. I don't remember what that spell does, but it doesn't seem particularly... Hold on. Wow, she gets no damage out of this. Why does Regel get so much damage from this weapon? It's absurd. Hold on, it's also destructive. What does that mean? Critical... Oh, that's what that is. I mean... maybe. I'm actually going to put this in one of the other slots, because why the frig not? Seela gets no value out of this, and I don't get why. Must be something to do with two-handed proficiencies that she just doesn't have. Also, I'm not a fan of this weapon. Wait. Leave the shield, swap the weapon. Swap the weapon, save the world. What else do we have to replace the silly little hammer with? Don't get me wrong, I like the hammer. It has the ability to let you buff your allies with some extra business. What is this about? She's exhausted. I just had him cast. It's not it. The spell doesn't require you to be next to your allies. It works on all of them so long as they exist. That's two-handed. 15 to 18 damage. And she's doing what? 30 to 40 with it? It's not too bad. I mean, this weapon is easily the best one she has access to. This one is a close second, and this one is two-handed. $16 to 32. Oh, she's got is better already. I don't think I have any good weapons for her. Mostly because I've been swapping between weapons so often that I never, what's the word I'm looking for? I never settled on a weapon type for her to use primarily. Should have gone with one-handed, now that I think about it. So, yeah, that's a thing. Well, regardless. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. I'm going to go ahead and swap to this because you can't stop me. The Sin Guzzler's dead. So there's that, I guess. This guy never got a turn, so summoning him was a complete waste of a spell slot. That's great. We love that. And, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, everything you've seen here. I'm glad to finally be done recording these two videos. I still have to get them edited and rendered, uploaded, thumbnailed. Well, I chose this, so no complaining. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.